All right. Welcome back to the podcast. Back to Tomboy Official. Day 3 of this book. Let's see. The chapter is The Power of Gratitude. And the quote on it is, acknowledge the good that you already have in your life. I'm reading it wrong. I don't have my glasses on. Acknowledging the good that you already have in your life is the foundation for all abundance. That's a quote by Eckhart Tolle. So it's the same old questions. My sinuses feel weird. Somebody this morning was making like bacon or ham or something with oil. With canola oil, I think. And I think something about it just kind of stuck in the air. I've been trying to air out the house since like 7 o'clock. It's like 10:30 right now. And, I opened my windows. It was freezing cold. The sun was like, the sun is out now, but the sun was kind of barely coming out then. My sinuses are all screwy because of it. I opened my window a little bit and turned on the AC. Well, not AC, it's a fan. And I noticed our heater was on at 68 degrees, which was actually fairly warm last night. And then so it kept turning on this morning, and I could be wrong, but I feel like when the heater's on, it might be like pumping air from somewhere in the kitchen. I have no idea, but where my room is in the house, the scents of cooking kind of carry into my room, and it's like in a corner, so it kind of just like stays in my room. So I lit a little bit of incense, probably like an inch of a piece of just like a Nag Champa incense, and that didn't really do anything, and usually it does. And then I lit a candle for a while. That didn't fully help, and this is all while the fan was on and the window was open, like probably about 6 inches open. So I was up. This started happening around like 6:30 a.m. because family, people wake up early in the morning in this house. And so but I think we ran out of cooking spray, and I think yesterday was the first day that my mom had brought out this like canola oil. And so I think someone was using it this morning, and I don't know. I think it's like stuck. The scent is like stuck in my nostrils. But I think the house is aired out. It's not smoky. When I made breakfast, I used, when you go to fast food places, how you get all those like packets of things. So I have like these little butters from McDonald's. So I just used one of those to make like eggs and some veggie bacon. That's all I really had. Eggs, veggie bacon, a piece of toast, all cooked off of that one piece of little butter. And then like I don't usually use oil, like oil or butter. Usually I use that, well, it's technically oil, the cooking spray, but we've been out for a while, so I like the cooking spray because it doesn't like leave a lot of like smoke and like all the like, I think there's something with oil and the air, but I think my sinuses are like sensitive, and I kind of get weird sinus issues real easily, and I think I think it's coming upon me. So that's not an ideal way to start the morning. And got up early to show my brother off, and then I slept late last night because I wanted to, basically. I was kind of just up. So I don't know, but I feel like everything smells like oil. Like it's like caught in my sinuses or something. I can't tell, like maybe it's my shirt. Can't tell what it is. Like I just feel like everything just smells like oil. Like earlier everything smelled like cooked meat. I was like, it kind of makes me a little bit nauseous. But yeah, my sinuses are a little messed up this morning because of all this, but whatever, it's not the biggest deal in the world. The sun is shining, the rain has stopped for a couple days here. Thank God. Like our beaches are going out of control. My intention for today, I'm gonna keep it simple. That's gonna be my intention for today. I haven't really had any exercise in a couple days, but I'm also tired from staying up late and then waking up early. So I'll see if I get in a workout later. If I do take a little bit of rest before I get to work on some stuff, I'll see if I have some coffee with that. Coffee before I start working on some things. Today I'm grateful for having open-minded people in my life. Today's to do, and today I will achieve. I didn't write it down yet. Basically, I'm going to look at what I didn't do yesterday. That's what I'm going to achieve today, is the stuff I didn't finish yesterday. Let's see. I'm going to book my San Diego trip that's next weekend. And, I think that's all I'm going to do. Well, not all I'm going to do, but that's going to be something I'm going to do today is book the San Diego trip. I'm going to decide if I'm doing Amtrak, Flixbus, rental car. I might do like half one way, half the other way. I don't really know what I'm going to do. Rental car actually saves more money because it's like, like they're usually not even like $60 a day. Like you can get it cheaper than that. And if I'm going Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'd rent it Friday, return it Monday. So that's not too bad, considering that when I'm in town, I can drive it where I need to go or where I need to go eat and all that stuff. But I've got 3 plans where I think I'm going to be going out for drinks. So I'd almost rather just take the Amtrak or something. But I don't really know. I don't think I'm gonna have actually, I don't think I'm gonna have a spot to keep my stuff. I mean, depending where we go, I might be able to keep it at the gym. That might be weird, but I might be able to keep my stuff at the gym. I mean, it wouldn't be overnight because the thing I'm thinking is because I've got a brunch on Sunday, And I'm planning to check out of the hotel at 11. We're probably meeting for brunch at like noon. Well, it's lunch by that time, but by probably a little before noon so that everyone gets there by noon. We probably won't start eating till like noon. And then I have to get my ride out of town on Sunday if I'm checked out of the hotel already. Or I could stay till Monday. But that just sounds excessive. Like, I don't need to stay Sunday. I really do not know. But I do think it would make more sense to not rent a car and drive. But then the Ubers are going to be excessive if I take the Amtrak. So, I'm going to have to order food delivery or I don't know. It depends. I could walk. I have legs. I can walk. But I get lazy and I might not walk to go get food and stuff. So, I don't know. I might just rent a car. That makes the most logical sense, because then I can drive it. And then I can just put my stuff in the car and not have to worry about where I'm going to keep my stuff. Like, I'm not planning on bringing a lot of stuff, but I usually bring like a duffel bag and a backpack. That's usually what I travel with. But I'm not working, and I'm not staying that long, so I don't really need to have a lot of stuff with me, so I don't really know. But basically I just don't know. I haven't really fully planned this out, so I really just honestly don't know. But I'm kind of gonna think it through and plan it out more. I might just get a rental car. That makes the most logical sense. I can get a rental car and still Uber. Like, that's not impossible. I think that's the cheapest option. It's probably not the least tiring option, but I'll have the most freedom with that option. And I won't be drinking on Sunday anyways if I'm driving back. So, and I'm not really into the drinking, but it'll probably be weed days for me. So anyways, that's what I'm gonna achieve, is figuring that out. And all of that is my morning brain dump and how I'm feeling this morning. That's all combined into all the things I just said. But overall, I feel fine. I might go to the beach. Let's see what the sunshine is looking like, and see if we have any beach warnings, any high surf advisory. I'm not trying to get swept away. Schools get out over here around 2 and 3 p.m. So I think I might go to the beach around, 11. It's almost 11 now. I might go at like 1:30. And that'll be my exercise. Dang, and I'm looking at the weather. So it's going to be raining Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. We don't have a high surf advisory. And it says clear conditions expected around 6 p.m. So, next weekend looks like at least by Friday it's going to be really sunny, but in the 48-degree lows, 60-something highs. But yeah, so I'll say I might go get my exercise at the beach today and just drive down to the beach. That would be fun. Go chill at the beach. And yeah, there's no high surf advisories or warnings or anything. It doesn't matter if there are. Like, I don't like go swimming when it's like that, but I might just go to the beach, go chill, walk around, get some exercise that way, and enjoy the sunshine. But I'm feeling good. Just other than the weird sinus thing, it would be good to get into some fresh air and just get out of the freaking house. And then, why am I feeling this way? Basically, just the sleep thing. Two things. A little bit of family drain, but whatever. I'm working through some stuff. It's not a big deal. I've talked about it already. I'm tired of talking about it. But it's not a big deal. It's slowly going to work itself out. I'm not concerned. How can I continue this feeling if wanted, or shift if not? Just basically stick to the game plan. So yesterday I didn't really finish answering the questions for the evening. So maybe I'll do that now. My favorite part of the day yesterday was I always like talking to my friends, so catching up with some friends on the phone and stuff, and online and whatever. And I liked doing the things I was doing, the productive stuff. 5 things I accomplished yesterday were I contacted GoDaddy, like I said, and then I don't know 5 off the top of my head. I'm kind of tired, but contacted GoDaddy to figure out my DNS issue, and we figured out that the hosting, because the domain name was from a different, basically because the domain name got transferred to me, they were using a different hosting service, and the hosting wasn't connected, and so we switched the hosting to my store hosting, my online store site hosting, and that should resolve the issue. It's about 24 hours is going to be around lunchtime, so 48 hours is going to be around lunchtime tomorrow of when this should be resolved, if it's not already resolved. That was one of the big things I accomplished, and was working on some of my tax stuff for write-offs. And that's about all I did. 3 things I'll accomplish tomorrow. Well, I mean, that's today, so we already kind of talked about some of that. I'm not going to stick to, like, the numbers of the 5 things or the 3 things. I did a lot yesterday. It was good, but I didn't really get back to work in the late afternoon. But I did do some other work, kind of like work on myself. There's a show I've been kind of watching, and I'm kind of liking the family dynamics that I see, and I'm kind of like, oh, like, this is a really healthy, wholesome show. And just, finding methods to incorporate more healthy, wholesome things into my own life. And then I basically stayed up late watching YouTube. And so, yeah. But yeah, I should get out and go to the beach later. I'm just gonna rest for now. I am all over the place with my schedule, but I'm still on a bit of a break. I'm actually gonna call the rental car place and see kind of what they can tell me, because when I called them, whatever day it was, when I thought it was going to be in the mountains. So this Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I was supposed to be in the mountains, which I didn't do, because I would have had to drive last night in the storms, which I didn't want to do. And, I'd rather just go to the beach than the mountains right now, honestly. Like, I'm already here. I keep pushing off the mountains, but I've got till April, and I think it's maybe not the best decision to just be, like, going to the mountains. I'd rather just go to the beach, go to San Diego. Yeah, I do need to get back on my exercise game. So I'll be doing that. And then, I don't know when I'll be doing that, but I'll be doing that. And then, yeah, podcasting again. Like I said, I saw my brother off this morning, so I don't feel like I'm being disruptive by, talking. And then, just need to get, like, sunlight and air. And, yeah. So, I'm going to, I don't know if I'll take a nap or meditate. I'm probably not going to fall asleep, in all honesty. Like, I kind of have trouble falling asleep in the middle of the day, but I think I only slept like 4 hours. Maybe, 4.5 at best. Because I was up at 6:30 with the smell of the cooking in the house. And so, like, it's not bad. It's just it's not terrible. I don't really care that much. It's just, I didn't grow up, I wasn't raised eating like pork products, and I really just don't like the scent of it. Cooking in the morning, like, I don't know, it just doesn't smell pleasant to me. Like strongly fried foods in the morning, like, it's just not what I want to smell. But my brother, when he's in town, he's up at like 6:30 cooking breakfast. So good for him. He's doing his health thing. I'm not really gonna have too much to say about that, but I'm thinking maybe I should get some vitamins today. That might be on the to-do list too. Some one-a-days. And I'll see once I'm up if I decide to take anything. That sounded weird. If I decide to have like a coffee or a pre-workout. I've been wanting to go swimming, but not at the beach, at the gym pool. But I feel like the weekdays would be my best bet because it probably won't be as crowded. I really like one of the pools near me. I think it has like 4 lanes, and it's 4 feet deep the whole way across. So I don't have to worry about how exhausted I get, because I'm not a very strong swimmer. I can't really tread water. Like, I'm really not. I can only really swim freestyle. And so basically once I run out of energy, I can't swim. Like, I can't breathe. I can float on my back and swim on my back and stuff, but I don't usually do it because I get water at my nostrils, and like I said, with the sinuses stuff. But I might swim tomorrow. So maybe beach today, swim tomorrow. At the gym pool. And maybe I'll do that. I'll just get some exercise today. I don't really want to have a pre-workout though, because they make me feel like crap. But I know if I have one, I will work out. So it's one of those things where I'm like, I'll decide more on that later. But I'm not gonna lay around too long. Because I'm probably gonna have lunch first before I get some exercise. But it's not lunchtime yet, so I'm just gonna relax till lunch basically, and then get going with my day. Yeah, I'm happy with that decision. I'm gonna call the rental place before they go on lunch or close the office or whatever they did the other day. That was weird. so I can try and plan what I'm doing, not this weekend, but in 2 weekends. I think if I know what the rental car situation looks like, I'll be able to decide if I'm gonna take an Amtrak or the Flixbus or what. And all right. I went and turned that heater off. Turned the fan kind of on. And I'll probably open this window. And I might figure out if I can fix some stuff around the house. I don't know when or which days or what time of day I'm gonna do that. But there's some stuff around the house I want to fix. I already mentioned before, not right recently, but before Christmas, we fixed my brother's door. I got one of those like magnetic screen things for the sliding door screen, and then I don't know. I think we have a leak in our roof in part of the living room. I might see if there's a way to like do like a makeshift patch of that. I don't know what I'm doing though, and I don't know if I want to mess with it. But dude, it's not like a big leak. It's one that we just noticed. Like, it doesn't rain here a lot, and so we don't really know if there's leaks. And it's in a part of the living room where it's not like leaking on the furniture, and we have like those big tiles that are like a foot, 1 foot by 1 foot or so, and so they're like pretty big tiles. So it's not really damaging the floor, but I think more about like mold. And then we have like, the electrical stuff in the ceilings with we have a couple lights up in the ceiling. They're mounted in the ceiling, and I think the electrical goes through the ceiling. I could be wrong, but the guy who usually fixes our place with stuff like that, when stuff like that happens, he is in Nicaragua, so he moved there. I think he's retired there. So and it doesn't rain that much, but I was looking at the weather, we're gonna get rain this weekend and for the next like 4 days past the weekend. So through the weekend, then 4 days, like 4 days total of rain. And so I think once it starts raining heavy, that's when we see leaking. And it's only the last time I remember there being leaking in this house was like 10 years ago. And I don't know if that ever got fixed. But yeah, we kind of saw some new leaking, but I don't think it was significant, but I don't know. We'll see. And there's some door that, my folks put this towel in front of the door to make sure the water's not coming in through this side door. So I think we need like some kind of piping or some kind of rubber, I don't know what they're called, but those rubber things you put on the bottom of the door to make sure the water's not just coming in. I think we need something to stop the water. I mean, like, I don't really understand why nobody else wants to fix things. It's like, literally, they will just let these things go until something causes more and more damage. And I'm just like, dude, if you see the problem, just like try to at least fix it a little bit, like before it gets worse. So maybe I'll look at those things, because it's like the water is going to be coming back in a couple days, but I might have a couple days to kind of figure out if I can like order something online. And so, yeah, that's what I'm going to look into. I don't know if I'm really going to do anything about the water issues, but I also don't want the ceiling to cave in or anything like that. Or for the living room to get flooded. Because once something gets flooded, it's like now there's going to be damage. Like, you can't really control all that. And I doubt there's insurance on this house. I don't know. Some people just, they don't really do things the most responsible way. And I don't really think that there's insurance in a way that if the ceiling decides to start crumbling in, or if the floor gets wet and damaged, and then there's like mold and stuff on the walls or whatever inside the house, I don't really think that's gonna get handled unless I handle it. So I'm gonna wait and see what I can find, just because I have the time to do it. And if I'm here, I don't really like things to be falling apart if I can help it. Like, I'm not gonna like hire somebody to do a lot of stuff, but I feel like when there's little stuff you can do yourself, like, okay, this doorknob doesn't work properly, let's get another doorknob. Like, I want to get another doorknob for the garage door, like the one that goes from the side of the kitchen into the garage. I want to get a new doorknob that works better. I need to fix my bedroom door because it kind of sticks. There's little things like that it's like, then it doesn't damage other stuff. Like, if you're like slamming doors that are sticking, and like, that might damage the frame. If you're letting water leak in the house or flood into the house at all, or just getting a towel that you keep washing every time it soaks up water, and using a bunch of towels to soak up water, and like, there might be other mold related issues because it's, I mean, the door might rot, it's a wooden door. Like, I don't really know. Like, this is kind of how I think about things. I'm like, why is nobody thinking about it? But whatever. My folks are kind of getting on the older end, and I think they just don't care, honestly. They're just like, whatever, it's an old house. And I'm like, I know, but you don't want to have to be replacing the floor and like the whole door because of like mold and rot and stuff. So, or the ceiling and all that. It's like, if this is like a temporary thing now, but we know rain is coming again, so why not fix it before Saturday? It's Wednesday now. But that's just kind of how I see it. But I know that I'm in a house of people who maybe thinks otherwise, so it is what it is. I'm not going to stress over it, but I don't want to spend a whole lot of time or money resolving these kinds of issues. But I feel like once I kind of get a move on starting to kind of like fix stuff, then other people kind of are like, oh yeah, like let's fix this, and then I'm like, yeah, let's fix it. We could at least get like sandbags. Maybe that'll help. Like, get like some sandbags or something. I could order some sandbags. They probably have them on Amazon or something. I could order some sandbags or make my own because I go to the freaking beach. But I don't really know anything about that too much. But yeah, with that, thank you for listening.